From a knowledge perspective, we can't discuss autonomy in an agent such as AI that has no judgment or reference in the world. We can't attribute intention to a large language model. We can't assume it to represent reality in any way. As a matter of fact, generative intelligence are wrong. They don't hallucinate. We often hear that there's a hallucination. They can't hallucinate. They cannot hallucinate because hallucination is to perceive something as real when it's not. And at the moment, these models don't have senses that help them contrast their data with reality. This is the challenge for AI to advance with experience in the real world. Newton was sitting under a tree and he watched an apple fall when his intuition led him to think of universal gravitation. This is not possible today for an algorithm, so we can take it for a fact that humans have lost our monopoly as inventors and creators, but we don't cede it entirely to AI. We will share it with them, and from now on, we will have augmented intelligence, and the challenge is to find that point of interaction between human ability to discern, to judge, and the quality of data that will turn models into faithful representations of reality. But before this happens, AI will radically transform science. But let us not forget that humans, in addition to neurons, have hormones. And the process of exploration and application of knowledge, which we have dubbed innovation and which explains the success of our species, is reliant on thinking and on the activation of hormonal circuits of reward, which are the ones that inspire us and stimulate us to continue. Antonio Damasio talks about Descartes' mistake with a case that explains this link between passion and emotions. He talks about Eliot, a very capable patient. He had a tumor he was operated on, and this damaged his prefrontal cortex, and that's the part of the brain that links emotion and reasoning. And what happened? He had preserved his intellectual capacity perfectly, but he wasn't able to decide on things as simple as picking a pen to write with. So this state of chronic indecision shown that very obvious minor things took him hours to decide on, and it was the result, I'm sorry, of a minor damage to the area of our brain that connects reason and emotion. And this shows that emotions are not an obstacle to reason, but they are an essential component that guides and prioritizes our selection process. So that's why it's possible that AI, which has read everything but hasn't lived anything, that doesn't feel anything, would require our assessment, our judgment in the end. So let us hold that idea. Today, they require our ultimate review and judgment. But whether it does or not, we need to always oversee AI to ensure that its objectives are aligned with general well-being. We need to embrace technology. We don't have a choice. We need to embrace AI. We need to train our people to ensure that they know how to use it. Otherwise, there will be a chasm between those that use AI and those that don't. But undoubtedly, we need to leverage events such as these where people are together, united, and come together based on a common interest. Because if we don't do it this way, in a hybrid way, this is the knowledge that is emerging. We need to embrace technology. We need to have a hybrid approach, but with a lot of human contact so that we can learn about each other's experience in real time. That will be the only way to walk together and thereby go far.